Immortal technique. Revolutionary Volume 2. Yeah. Broadcasting live from Harlem, New York. Let the truth be known. You better watch what the fuck flies out of your mouth, or I'ma hijack a plane and fly it into your house. Burn your apartment with your family tied to the couch and slit your throat so when you scream, only blood comes out. I doubt that there could ever be a more wicked MC, cause AIDS-infested child molesters are sicker than me. I see the world for what it is, beyond the white and the black. The way the government downplays historical facts, cause the United States sponsored the rise of the Third Reich, just like the CIA trained terrorists how to fight, build bombs and sneak box cutters onto a flight. When I was a child, the devil himself bought me a mic, but I refused to offer, cause God sent me to strike with skills unused like fallopian tubes in a dike. My words will expose George Bush and Bin Laden as two separate parts of the same seven-headed dragon, and you can't fathom the truth, so you don't hear me. You think Illuminati's just a fucking conspiracy theory? That's why conservative racists are all running shit, and your phone is tapped by the federal government. So I'm jamming frequencies in your brain when you speak to me. Technique, a rip a rapper to pieces indecently, pack weapons illegally, cause I'm never hesitant. Sniper scoping a commission, controlling the president.
The reason we went into Iraq was the main reason we went into Iraq at the time was we thought he had weapons of mass destruction. It turns out he didn't, but he had the capacity to make weapons of mass destruction. But I also talked about the human suffering in Iraq.
So fuck the Illuminati and the skull and bones, the Harvard Yale conspiracy theories, you fuckers leave me alone. I got the facts like InfoWars, I posted in your mobile phone. The New World Order's just begun, it's like 5 years ago. The anniversary of false flags with terrorists, they marrying gay fags. One soldier getting sent home in a fucking black bag. The 60 years of Vatican Romans projecting they bad omens. British royalty, blue blood, red rugs that keep this shit going. Before the Prescott's king and queens are serving people like stock. The Allerton homes telling lies and contraband in your home. The Bush and Carrier fucking cousins. Rumsfeld scammed the first moon landing from the public. And yo, this fucking sounds redundant, like a space odyssey with Capricorn 1. So now I'm on moment the inside job that Osama bin Laden would never done. So look in retrospect, the citizens died in the towers attacks, and amount how many soldiers who died in Iraq.
The terrorists attacked us and killed 3,000 of our citizens before we started the freedom agenda in the Middle East. They were... What did Iraq have to do with what? Nothing. Except...
What? Nothing? Some people died for something, and the statement itself is showing your fucking greed for your wealth. So now when it comes to Boeing 767 in seconds impact, look at a commercial plane, bitch. You can fucking see that. And the worst of 13 months before 9/11, someone spotted a flight that's going object and advantage fucking seconds into the heavens. So come and attack on the Pentagon. Man, really, come on. It was a fucking Tomahawk missile that crashed in the side of the wall. And did you notice a demolition for 2 weeks when they started to practice? When the whole city was sleeping, they started they scare tactics. It still was the failure caused the collapse. It's contradicting by 3,000 degrees and the fucking yo gas can't melt that. And warns the fact that 9 tons of the titanium that was supposed to go in the Pentagon, and now everybody's looking like aliens. All this shit they talking is all contradiction. Lies and Bush, look into the book, it's all fiction.
Man, you hear this bullshit they be talking every day, man. It's like these motherfuckers is just like professional liars, you know what I'm saying? It's wow. Listen, Bin Laden didn't blow up the projects. It was you, nigga. Tell the truth, nigga.
Bush knocked down the towers.
Tell the truth, nigga.
Bush knocked down the towers.
Tell the truth, nigga. Bin Laden didn't blow up the projects. It was you, nigga. Tell the truth, nigga.
Bush knocked down the towers.
Tell the truth, nigga.
Bush knocked down the towers.
I pledge no allegiance nigga, fuck the president's speeches. I'm baptized by America and covered in leeches. The dirty water that bleaches your soul and your facial features, drowning you in propaganda that they spit through the speakers. And if you speak about the evil that the government does, the Patriot Act to track you to the type of your blood. They try to frame you and say you was trying to sell drugs and throw a federal indictment on niggas to show you love. This shit is run by fake Christians, fake politicians. Look at their mansions and look at the conditions you live in. All they talk about is terrorism on television. They tell you to listen, but they don't really tell you their mission. They funded Al-Qaeda and now they blame the Muslim religion. Even though Bin Laden was a CIA tactician, they gave him billions of dollars and they funded his purpose. Fahrenheit 9/11, that's just scratching the surface.
Bin Laden didn't blow up the projects. It was your niggas. Tell the truth, niggas.
Bush knocked down the towers.
Tell the truth, niggas.
Bush knocked down the towers.
Like Bin Laden didn't blow up the projects. It was your nigga. Tell the truth, nigga.
Bush knocked down the towers.
Tell the truth, nigga.
Bush knocked down the towers.
They say the rebels in Iraq still fight for Saddam, but that's bullshit. I'll show you why it's totally wrong. Cause if another country invaded the hood tonight, it'd be warfare through Harlem and Washington Heights. I wouldn't be fighting for Bush or white America's dream. I'd be fighting for my people's survival and self-esteem. I wouldn't fight for racist churches from the South, my nigga. I'll be fighting to keep the occupation out, my nigga. You ever clock someone who talk shit or look at you wrong? Imagine if they shot at you and was raping your moms. And of course Saddam Hussein had chemical weapons. We sold them that shit after Ronald Reagan's election. Mercenary contractors fighting a new era. Corporate military banking off the war on terror. They controlling the ghetto with the fear of attack, trying to distract the fact that they engineering the crack. So I'm strapped like Lee Malvo, holding a sniper rifle. These bullets will touch your kids, and I don't mean like Michael. Your body be sent to the morgue, stripped down and recycled. I fire on house niggas that support you and like you, cause innocent people get murdered in the struggle daily, and poor people never get shit and struggle daily. This ain't no alien conspiracy theory, this shit is real, written on a dollar underneath the Masonic seal.
Where I live, Abercrombie and Fitch sell the soccer moms and offer thongs for your kids as you walk along through the mall. And then their daughter wants to try some on, cause all her friends in school got her thinking it's cool to don all the top fashion from attractive pop divas. And cause of every magazine she's ever seen, she's thinking every girl in the world must dress like this. And then her parents let her get it when she begs for 10 minutes, but the kids call her a slut when she struts in the class. And little Paul touches her ass and gets expelled for harassment. Now he's back behind the building, lighting matches detached, scheming on how to get back at his classmates for laughing. Goes on the net, gets text on how to make bombs off it, how to solvents and bleach so he can walk in and toss it. At the teacher who caught him, and at the bitch who taunted him, and put them both in a coffin so they can both rot. Then he feels alienated cause they labeled him gothic and shattered his confidence. But he's convinced that he's not sick, but his ego is unable to cope with the way things are going. He's barely holding on to the last rope he was thrown in, so he slowly starts smoking dope, and that leads to coke, and that leads to mood changes. And when he hanged himself, he was only 16. I don't blame myself, but some of us are aimed for death. Save yourself. We live in the same places with races clashing, faces made of plastic chasing demographics. The same addicts, the same brain patterns chasing after fame. The same actors and actresses travel the same places, deal with the same hatred, feel with the same pain, and heal through the same veins when maintaining. And these mundane days just keep raining down until the ground drowns beneath the pain.
This is how it started. It's not hard to understand. From coast to coast they're lying at a CEO's command. From nationalist public radio, CNN and NBC, Big Brother spewing propaganda from the disinformation ministry. They say the economy is booming, we hear the homeless beggars cry. They say we help poor countries, we see bombs falling from the skies. Reality doesn't exist, they're trying to say, but some of us decided there is another way. Seize the airwaves, seize the time, cause lying to the people is the real crime. When it's all owned by corporations and theirs is the only word. We will seize the airwaves, speak freely and be heard. We will seize the airwaves, speak freely and be heard. Someone got a transmitter, started up a station. Then the idea spread right across the nation. Like the land and water, the air must be free.